Face down in the gutter, won't admit defeat, though his clothes are soiled and black. He's a big strong man with a child's mind, don't you take his booze away. Hey! He's been at it 4 years, drinking balls and beers, he's a hero to most streets. Inside he cries like swollen eyes, this man he sheds no tears. Now his wife and kids sing a different tune as they worry about their daddy's time. This arrogant fool thinks every road of beat never one pride that kills him. Can you listen? No he won't, that's how she road of beat never for the daylight shines. Cause I thought you'd break on a million stars. I did this all from darling. He's a legend in the bar with every scar, but the thousand bigger men. Now he fights and loses, got all the bruises when someone please step in. But the Irish fool's got a big kind of case coming back into the ring. And the lowdown circles where he holds his court. This man, he once was gay. But he listen, no he won't, that's how she run a big never for the daylight shines. Cause the blood's and flash on a million stars. I keep this fool from dying. But he listen, no he won't, that's how she run a big never for the daylight shines. Cause the blood's and flash on a million stars. I keep this fool from dying.
Alright, let's roll, and welcome to the block. I am your host, Kyle Johnston. And as we started last week, we started our English Premier League preview show, and we're going to continue that. Last week, we looked at Watford, Bournemouth, and Norwich, the 3 promoted teams. Today, we're going to move on, once again, starting from the bottom of the table. So we're going to be looking at today Aston Villa, Sunderland, Newcastle, and Leicester. So let's try to make this quick. Let's wrap this up. And I've been working midnights here at General Motors, so I'm pulling almost an all-nighter here right now in a few 24 hours. Sorry, pulling 24 hours in a few hours here. So bear with me here. But we're gonna blast through this. Hit up some footy talk. Pretty excited. Once again, season starts August 8th. August 1st is Community Shield. Chelsea v Arsenal. Peter Cech, man in the pipes. And just to remind you guys once again, I do like to call it football. It is football. We use our bloody fucking foot to control the ball. No spandex, no pads, no helmets. It's bloody football. I'll refer to the NFL as the NFL. It's its own monster in its own right. And it deserves to be called the NFL. I'll get to that in later editions of the block. So we'll move on to Aston Villa. You know, they were fighting relegation last year. Fired their manager in the springtime, basically, for the stretch run. Brought in Tim Sherwood. Actually, I don't mind. I hate the fucking Spurs. I fucking hate them. And Tim Sherwood, former Spurs manager, not even really. He was a caretaker, basically. But I wish luck on him. I have a soft spot for the villains. Soft spot for Villa. And as you know, I'm a United supporter. But, all right. Well, they've been 23 years consecutive in the Prem. 27 years consecutive top flight. Like, that's fucking unreal. Especially for, like, a mid... Even now, some people could consider a lower table team. So to spend 27 fucking years in consecutive top flight football, it's fucking good on you, Aston Villa. Fucking good on you. They've always had a very good youth system. Very fucking good youth system. But anyways, top scorers from last year. Christian Benteke, he had 15 goals, followed by Gabriel Abanglahor, 6 goals. Bent and Fabian Delph each had 2 goals. And as you can see, fucking Villa had trouble scoring last year. Only netted 31 goals in 38 games in the Prem. It's not very fucking good. You gotta score more goals to survive in this league. It's what it's all about now. It's what it's evolved into. Maybe in the late 90s, you could survive with parking the bus for most of the year in the Prem. But now you need to score goals. You need to score goals. You can still park the bus and win the fucking trophy. But to park the bus and avoid relegation, that's fucking tough. That's tough. So, but anyways, when I'm looking at their goal scoring, You know, like, before I get to the transfers out, I look at one of their fucking players coming back from injury, Kozak. Legaue Kozak. You know, he broke his fucking leg New Year's Day, 2014. Then he had a second operation on it on a setback. But he had, what, three goals in 4 matches, or 4 and 5 matches when he started off his career. So he's got a little bit of firepower. You know, like, they need to score. And this is what I'm fucking going to get into. Because Krista Benteke just fucking flew the coop. He's down at Merseyside now. He's joining the Reds. £32 million transfer. £32 million. Like now you got £32 million, Villa, to fucking spend. So you gotta fucking spend that money. You need a striker. Don't try to spread that fucking money out. Replace them. Get somebody who can score goals. I'm telling you that right now, or you're gonna be in some big fucking trouble, Tim Sherwood. They also lost their captain, Fabian Delph. Interesting fucking story. Like, fucking pulls though. He did a DeAndre Jordan. Basically what it was, but the fucking opposite way around. Like, Man City came, offered him the big bucks. He had some of his fellow English mates there telling them, man, maybe you should stick it out here. Stick it out here in Villa. Up here in Birmingham. And he told the media it was out. It was told them people that he was staying. What, a week later, changed his mind. Now he's taking the big bucks down at Man City. First preseason game here in the actually not here. I'm in fucking Canada. But first preseason game here in North America, he fucking got hurt. So fucking karma, Fabian Delph. Fucking karma. And I don't think you're fucking that good enough to play in the England squad anyways if we want to fucking win. You're not good enough to start in our midfield. And also, yeah, Darren Bent. Yeah, that was a given, though. Funny that I said that. Fucking hilarious. But, yeah, Shea Given left as well. He went to Stoke. So, they were down a keeper. They actually brought in Mark Bunn from Norwich to replace him. That's actually not a bad little replacement. He's a young keeper, and keepers, you know, some keepers take a little while to blossom, you know. They can play till they're 40, some of them. So, we'll see if Mark Bunn gets a chance. Pretty sure he's a USA international from Norwich. He's not a bad little player. Who else did they lose? They lost a couple. Oh, and this is an interesting one, actually. Andres Wyman. He left the Derby. Like, I love Weidman. Like, I thought he was a great winger. Like they tried to play him a little more centrally, which I think was fucking wrong. He's more of a fucking winger. He can take defenders or fullbacks one-on-one, no fucking problem. Cross the ball in. He can also score a few goals, you know, from the wing. So that's no problem. Like, that's an interesting to see Wyman, the Austrian international, fucking go down a level to the championship, the Derby. But they are building something there too. They got the former Real Madrid assistant coach down there. So we'll see. But the transfers in are a little interesting here on Aston Villa. They brought let's get this name. Idrassa Gueye from Lille. You know, he's a midfielder. He's I personally have never fucking seen him play. I don't watch a lot of Legaue, to be honest with you, except for like the big boys. I watch a lot of Prem. I watch a lot of fucking Bundesliga and La Liga. Not so much Italian, not so much Serie A these days because it's I just don't get that channel. But and not so much Liga. But the other three big boys I watch all the time. I got them on all day. But Mika Richards, there's another interesting one. Mika Richards, like basically fuck him because he's a fucking noisy neighbor to me. But to be honest with you, he's got some talent in him. You know, he's an England international if he fucking wants to be. He's got some caps under his belt for England. Like, started for Man City before they fucking brought the big bucks in, and like, let's face it, Pablo Zabaleta is a fucking way better fullback than Mika Richards, so like that just pushed him down, and it's good for England to see him play. It's good. We need English players to fucking play. So Mika Richards, you know, he could do like fullback, former Chelsea fullback there in Southampton. What's his name? It'll come to me in a second here. It always fucking does here. Fuck. Anyways, it'll come to me. But maybe he can fucking rejuvenate his career a little bit. He spent last year on loan in Fiorentina. So I guess he didn't really like it there too much. But we'll see what he can do. He'll definitely help shore up one of the flanks on that back four for sure. Who else did they bring in? Permanent. They signed Scott Sinclair on a permanent deal from City. We'll see what Scott Sinclair can do. Like, he's a fragile winger. He'll have a game or two, but he'll fucking disappear for a whole bunch. It is what it is. Jordan Amavi, another fullback from Nice. Don't really know, but hang on a second. I said I'm fucking dying from fucking work, so I need some fucking water. Sorry about that. But to talk through this, I'm gonna fucking need to liquefy this fucking throat a little bit. It's pretty hoarse. Alright. Let's moving on. So, like, they didn't bring a whole lot of fucking people. Not a lot of fucking movement. Maybe 32 million pounds will fucking bring some fucking movement in. But that's what that when I look at the weaknesses, there's no significant strikers brought in yet. They need a fucking striker. Like I said, $32 million to fix that. I think they're really weak at fucking center back. Ron Vlaar's moving on. They can't just rely on Yorez Okore. You know, he was hurt for most of came back last year, but the previous year he got hurt, was out all year. I think he got hurt in the first fucking match. Poor guy, man. He's a young lad too. But I just can't see them fucking relying on him, man. And Baker, Keon Clark, and Nathan Baker are just pure inconsistent. Not fucking good enough. So they need a striker, and they need to show up that fucking back line. Because they have a keeper, you know, and Guzan. He's a good keeper. So and they got some middies, you know, like they got some midfielders. Joe Cole, well, he's on the last of his legs. He's not going to do much. But they got Westwood, Hurd, Sanchez, Gill, the youngster Jack Grealish, you know, and they have a really good youth academy too. So they'll fucking bring some players in. But Kozak and Guzin, Okore, all need to fucking really step up if Aston Villa is going to survive this season. But they're starting a preseason in Portugal, so I like to see that. Starting abroad, build that fucking team bonding. I'm always fucking big on that, you know, sell your brand too. Fuck it, you need some money to fucking compete in this league, man. You know, like most leagues, fucking money matters, big fucking wallets. And, you know, they got some alright competition to start in preseason. Fulham, Braga, Wolves, Nottingham Forest. Not too fucking bad. But look at when the season starts. I took another look at some of the key fixtures, and these teams need a fucking quick start. You know, I think Watford and Bournemouth are going down for sure. But these teams that just survived relegation last year, they need a fucking quick start. So August 8th, they're away at Bournemouth. They need fucking points from that. Big time, if not fucking 3. And they're away at Palace next to that. They need 3 from either one. Like, they can lose one, they can win one. It's all right. All right. August 29th, home to Sunderland. You know, like, that's a quick start, man. That's a quick start. Those are the first 3 matches of the season, I'm pretty damn sure. So if they can snag 6 points out of that, that's a nice start. Nice start for Villa. Will it happen? I don't know. We'll see. I don't think with this cast. They need to upgrade a little bit. But odds to win the Premier League for Aston Villa, plus 250,000, which is basically 250 to 1. Good luck. Ain't going to have my money on that. And I'm not even going to put my money on relegation. Plus 275. Plus fucking 275 to be relegated. No, I think they survive. I do. I like Tim Sherwood. And I think he's going to pull through here. I really do. I think he's going to fucking pull through. I think he's going to get these guys to play as a team. The youngsters. We'll see what their academy has. So, Villa, I ain't going to be putting my money down on you to be relegated. At all. It's not going to happen. Which brings me to the Black Cats of Sunderland. I'll probably do a preview show next year, and they'll be in the same fucking position. We'll see what they fucking do. But anyway, Sunderland, Black Cats, playing Stadium of Light. Gotta fucking tell you that. Great fucking name, Stadium of Light. And, you know, rivals, Newcastle. Yeah, they have the Tyne Wearside Derby, and I'll get to that in the matches later. That's a fucking important match on the English schedule. We all look forward to that. It's fucking exciting matches lately, actually, and they've been big. They've been fucking important, very important matches. But they're managed by Dick Advocat, who did pretty much the same as Tim Sherwood did. Came in fucking late in the season, but early spring. Last little stretch run, and fucking pulled them through. Once again, another great escape by the fucking Black Cats. I wonder how many lives you have left, though, basically. Top scorers last year, Stephen Fletcher, Jordi Gomez, 7 goals apiece. And that's not bad for Jordi Gomez, though. Look, he's a midfielder. Getting 7 goals from Jordi Gomez as a midfielder is not bad. Connor Wickham, 7 goals as well. He's got to step up this season. Connor Wickham, it's your time to fucking grab Black Cats. This is your team now. This is your team. We've seen you in the England under-21s. You've had a sniff with the national squad. So it's time for you to step up and claim the Black Cats. Because Fletcher can't stay healthy. He's a fucking fragile striker. Even though he's a big lad. Strong lad when he plays. He's a tough little boy. I mean, fragile is in fucking injury. But, he's a tough lad. And then, you got the TFC boy, former TFC boy. He's just scored 2 goals to beat Toronto FC 2-1. He must have went out and had a few fucking pops. Good on you, Jermaine Defoe. Nothing wrong with you, man. Don't fucking listen to all this fucking Toronto media fucking shooting shit. You deal with way fucking worse over in England, man. These guys ain't got nothing. They don't even know half the fucking shit that's going down in fucking football. Fucking half those guys talking to you. But there are some good ones in Toronto. There's a few good fucking football broadcasters and analysts in Toronto that know their shit. They do. And I want to say this to the end is old Adam Johnston. 5 goals last year. Crafty little fucking winger. But involved in a fucking, as you see, I'm fucking dying today. Fuck. Anyways, it's just how I fucking get into this shit too, right? Like, fuck. But anyways, Adam Johnston, as I was saying, he's been fucking accused of, like, sexually assaulting a minor or having consent or trying to, whatever, lure or whatever those terms they use now. And he's all tied up in some court stuff and etc., etc. And you can definitely tell because his game's tailed. I don't know how long Sunderland will hang on to him. I don't necessarily know what's going to happen. I know it just involves a minor and some bad shit. But we'll move on to that because he may be on the out. As I want to move on to transfers out. Nobody yet. So Adam Johnston may be the one to go. For sure. I don't even think he's going to play anywhere. But anyways, they've done a lot of movement. Some interesting fucking players they brought in. The Dutch coach, Dick Advocat.